Snipers, you have to see what's happening to the Bitcoin price this Sunday, as we are currently playing inside the $44,800 and $41,950 range with the 200-day moving average at the $44,800 level. We also have the 20-week moving average here. So this is an important resistance that we've yet to get above, and that's not a surprise for those that have been tuned into the Snipers channel. We know 44,800 is the level we need to get above if we want to assume a potential break to 49,700. Now, the good news is, because we're having a cup of coffee right now at the $44,800 level, that tells me that this is not Bitcoin's final destination, and there still is a potential we could see a move to the upside if we start to see volume come in. And remember, this $41,950 level has yet to be tested on the 4-hour chart. So even if we see a garden variety retest of this $41,950 level and we continue further up, guess what? The monthly open is sitting at 41,500 below this level. And so we have a very clear path for Bitcoin that we're going to talk about today. And of course, we'll also look at altcoins because it is Sunday, and that means that traditional markets are going to start opening later in the day. And that's going to show us where institutions are placing their capital, where their bets are at. And we have this extremely bullish continuation candle from yesterday's close for Ethereum, making me assume that it wants to come to 34.54 and test this extremely important resistance, where we now have confluence with this channel support that would now turn into resistance. Notice how this channel for Ethereum started here in the start of this year, and since Ethereum has seen the run up to new all-time highs, we've come back to this channel, and it was only that we saw Bitcoin come below 30,000 that we saw Ethereum break from this channel. Are we going to get back to this channel, potentially break out from this resistance to see new all-time highs for Ethereum? We'll talk about that today, Snipers. But realize that with Ethereum at $3,000, this was when Bitcoin was at $62,000 in the previous cycle, if that's what you want to call it, when we saw the run-up in May. So Bitcoin's definitely not at $64,000 or $62,000, but Ethereum's at $3,000, and the reason it's like that is because of the Ethereum and Bitcoin chart, and this is a leading indicator for a lot of other altcoins. So I'm going to talk about the Ethereum and Bitcoin chart, what to expect here, and then how that's going to affect others' dominance, Bitcoin dominance, and the total cryptocurrency market cap chart, and then what I'm looking for as traditional markets open. You guys are watching the Snipers channel. My name is Naeem Al-Obeidi. On a Sunday, remember to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. I hope you guys enjoy the thunder in the background. So first, let's talk about the weekly candle that's about to close in 1 hour and 56 minutes. We have a test of the 20-week moving average at 44,800 for the first time since May 10th, when we saw this bear market start. And so this is an important level, but the fact that we're at the 20-week moving average but not above it is really what the bulls need to understand. If they want to assume a successful rescue operation, we have to see the price get above 44,800. Now, 49,700 is still on the table if we stay above 42,000. But remember, guys, as price goes up, we're going to start going to the smaller time frames where everything will morph in these time frames, and then they'll show themselves in the larger time frames. The daily chart is rejecting this 200-day moving average. Since we've started to move up with Bitcoin, when we tested this $28,000 level, I told you guys 34,788 was my line in the sand. And then we got above 38,000, and then I said 38,000 is my line in the sand. And guess what? We never came below that. Yesterday, I talked about 40,000 being my line in the sand. The higher we put the line in the sand, the less risk we have in our positions. Guess what? Today, the line in the sand has risen, and that is now at the monthly open at 41,500, just below 41,950. I love this play here because guess what? Now, if Bitcoin decides to test 42,000 US dollars, in my opinion, a garden variety retest of 41,950 to see continued upside is totally valid for the bulls. We could even just continue to break out when this new weekly candle opens. But if we see price action below 41,950, we really need to monitor the smaller time frames. In my opinion, if we go below this monthly open, and this major support at 41,950, the likelihood of us seeing new lows for Bitcoin this year becomes way more probable below 41,950 at this point. So just keep that in mind. I'm not going to go into more of the downside scenarios here because I'm just being your umpire, but realize my line in the sand is at 41,950 if we want to assume continued strength for this uptrend. And we can just look at this potential support here showing confluence with this level. So there's a lot of reasons it's at this level right now, but that's what I'm watching. And regardless of what Bitcoin is doing, the great part about it is if we do break out to 49,700, now we have the chance to test the $44,800 level where we have the 20-week moving average and finally see it act as a support again. And now we can potentially talk about new all-time highs for Bitcoin if that scenario occurs. So those are the very clear patterns that I'm seeing. Now, altcoins are going to be led by Ethereum, which is the biggest altcoin, so it's a great leading indicator. Obviously, way more strength than Bitcoin. This is a very bullish chart. Regardless of what Bitcoin does, at this point, Ethereum is playing in a range from 34.54 all the way down to 1980. This green line isn't going to matter as much. It's the previous weekly open, which is going to change tomorrow. So realize this range is massive from 1980 to 34.54, 73%. And from our current price action at $3,000 with Ethereum, our target's still 13% to the upside. And like I said, when Bitcoin was trading at $62,000 is when Ethereum was running up to the $3,000 level in May. So the fact that Bitcoin is nowhere near 62,000, but Ethereum is up here in the $30,000 or $3,000 level is a major puzzle piece. And a lot of this has to do with the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, which I think is going to be a great indicator, regardless of what Bitcoin and Ethereum do, to see how our other altcoins going to perform. If we break 65,000 Satoshis, I would be worried. If we don't, expect altcoin season to continue, and that's translating in the others dominance and Bitcoin dominance chart. But first I want to show you the total cryptocurrency market cap chart since we're so far and above this 200-day moving average. Here's another major puzzle piece we're going to be watching. This new weekly candle opening here in an hour. Are we going to stay above this 20-week moving average for the total market cap at 1.7 trillion? If we do, this could assume that altcoins are going to rally to new all-time highs and Bitcoin may not. I'm saying this because Bitcoin dominance is still rejecting the 20-week moving average, and others dominance is having a cup of coffee at the 20-week moving average, but it's sitting at this 200-day moving average. It's slightly coming down today, so we'll monitor this. This still could break down, who knows, but for now it's consolidating and tightening in a range, so not much to talk about there. And then here's what I'm watching for traditional markets, the DXY. It out of nowhere saw a bullish continuation candle on Friday, and you can see this new candle has already opened. We're above 92.62. This previous weekly open does not matter anymore. So our range now is all the way to this 93.82 level. If we break this 93.2 candle high from the 20th of July for the DXY, that's new yearly highs. In my opinion, that's going to be a major, major warning for every other market. Because, you know, with this close that we saw on Friday, look what happened to gold. It pushed down, U.S. oil pushed down, and the S&P 500 is yet to push down, but trust me, it's not going to last too long if the DXY chart really sees strength. So we want to monitor this. If we start to move back down, that's the preferred scenario, but if we move up, this is not what we want to see. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's analysis. It's a Sunday. I hope you guys are having a fun day, and I want to give away one of my favorite books on value investing to one of you tuned into our Snipers channel. If you want to win this book, all comments are eligible to win. I'll pick a winner from our video yesterday, and then we'll wrap up this video. Kara Runk says, thanks, Naeem, for the puzzle pieces on the table. Love the extra lesson on the TradingView tool. Keep them coming. Thank you, Kara. Send me a message on Instagram. You want a book. And with that, I appreciate each and every one of you snipers tuned in the channel. Until next time, snipers